Red adjusted the strap of the wicker basket on her arm, peering up at the overcast sky from the edge of the winding forest trail. Her grandmother's house sat half a mile ahead, tucked along a thicket of pine and wild rose. Smelling the bread and stew packed for her visit, Red pressed forward, boots crunching over old leaves. The forest was empty, except for a flutter of sparrows and the hum of distant wind. Red wasn't in a rush, but she kept her steps deliberate. Her grandmother had caught a nasty cough this week. Red figured the least she could do was make the trek and offer some kindness. Around a bend, movement caught her eye. Emerging from the undergrowth was a wolf, tall, mud-flecked, his eyes sharp and fixed on her. He offered a civil nod and an airy smile. Voice oily but polite.
"Excuse me, I seem to have lost my way. Would you mind pointing me towards old Helen's cottage?"
Red hesitated. There was something off in the wolf's curiosity. Still, she offered a vague gesture westward, careful to keep her replies short.
"It's just beyond those birches, near the stream."
She tried to walk on, but the wolf lingered and pressed for more details, who she was visiting, why she was there alone. Her mother's advice echoed in her head. Don't linger with strangers. With an uneasy smile, Red continued down the path, glancing back only once to see the wolf disappear into the trees, off the trail and faster than before. She walked faster. Her grandmother's cottage was in sight, its red-tiled roof barely peering above the brush. She knocked gently, and hearing no answer, pushed the door open. Inside, the air was close and dim. Red's grandmother was nowhere to be seen, but a figure lay in her bed, under blankets and wearing Helen's nightcap. The voice that greeted her was scratchy, a poor imitation, eyes half hidden by the shadow. Red stepped forward, every sense prickling. The figure's hands were too large, teeth far too pointed. Before Red could react, the wolf sprang forward, casting aside his disguise. She barely had time to scream before he cornered her. The basket tumbled, bread and stew scattering across the old wooden floor. But before the wolf could finish, the front door crashed open. A hunter, someone Red had seen from time to time patrolling the woods, stormed in, his rifle ready and his voice loud and commanding. The wolf snarled, but the hunter drove him back, cornering and subduing the beast in a matter of moments. It was over almost as quickly as it had begun. Red, shaken, watched as the hunter secured the wolf and checked the rest of the cottage, eventually finding her grandmother frightened but unharmed, hidden in a cupboard. With disaster narrowly avoided, Red embraced her grandmother. She gathered her basket and promised herself something important. The next time a stranger, no matter how kindly they smiled, crossed her path, she would keep her distance. Some stories aren't just old warnings. Sometimes they're survival guides.